Investors, good afternoon. Welcome to Qisda Corporation Investor Conference of 2024 First Quarter Results. This conference is chaired by Chairman Peter Chen and President Joe Huang and our CFO Jasmine Hong, co-chaired by GM of each business group. GM of Information Technology Business Group, Daniel Xue. GM of Commercial and Industrial Business Group, Yuqing Lin. GM of Medical Business Group, Harry Yang. GM of Business Solution Business Group, Joshua Zhen. GM of Networking and Communication Business Group, April Huang. And our CIO, Michael Wang. This conference should take around 1 hour. Agenda is as follows. Our CFO Jasmine will bring us the first quarter of 2024 financial results and business highlight, and our Chairman Peter and our President Joe will bring us business update and outlook, followed by each GM of business group to bring us a briefing about business performance. Later, we will enter Q&A session. You can use the question box on your screen to submit a question. We will collect them and answer them in this conference. Before we begin, we want to remind you to pay attention to the Safe Harbor Notice, as this conference contains forward-looking statements which are subject to risk and uncertainty. Please spend some time to read through the Safe Harbor Notice on slide 4. Next, let's invite Jasmine, our CFO, to bring us the financial results of 2024, the first quarter, and business highlight. Hello, investors. Good afternoon. I am Jasmine. First, I will give you an introduction. Let's introduce Qisda Group. Qisda is a global technology group with global presence. Our major business locates in information technology, medical, smart business solution, and networking communication. Until this year, we have 40-year history. During the business operation, we have been dedicated in business operation, and we have also won ESG and Best Company to Work For. We have won Best Company to Work For 5 consecutive years. And sustainability. And in 2024, we have won 2 awards of Finance Asia. For global presence, our manufacturing sites located in Taiwan, China, and Vietnam. Sales offices, we have more than 200 locations worldwide. R&D center located in Taiwan and China. Number of employees, more than 26,000 people. The revenue in 2023 reached 203.6 billion NTD. Let's take a look at business group. IT is our original business. The first quarter revenue reached 25.2 billion. The purple blocks are Qisda Group in recent year transformation results in high value-added business. In 2023, high value-added business group revenue reached 20 billion to 30 billion scope. Take the first quarter of this year, for example, medical accounted for 5.9 billion, BSG 7.4 billion, NCG 5.2 billion. Medical, we have 2 BenQ hospitals and medical management consulting services and equipment and consumable and dialyzers. BSG, we have distributed IT, OT, and OMO solution services. NCG accounted for entire business 11%, reached 5.2 billion. Key investment, we have Nobel Baby for distribution of Dingding Drug Store distribution and Rabbit Tech, low Earth orbit satellites. Let's take a look at the first quarter financial results. First quarter highlight. Growth margin was 16%, exceeding 16 for 4 consecutive quarters. Revenue reached 46.9 billion, down by 7% YOY, mainly because of the revenue drop from NCG and BSG Business Group. However, IT Original Business Group are on an upward trend, also Medical Business Group. Net income attributable to Qisda was 0.26 billion, down by 70 million YOY. As we have mentioned, NCG ALT decrease lead to reduced contribution to Qisda, and hence EPS was 0.13 NTD, down by 0.03 YOY. Let's take a look at business group performance. IT Original revenue was 21.9 billion, YOY up by 200 million, up by 1%. Display performance is slowly picking up since last year. The first quarter revenue grew 1.1 billion, up by 7% YOY. Gross margin, OP income margin, and OP income amount grew on YOY basis. High value-added business group revenue was 21.8 billion, down by 4.2 billion YOY. We have mentioned BSG and NCG are both decreasing. Medical on an upward trend. Gross margin and OP income margin decrease on YOY. That is because we have submitted listing application in Hong Kong Exchange, so we have to bear the expense. Also the equipment and consumables, and also new arrangement for manufacturing site. Those generate cost, hence growth margin and OP income margin decrease. BSG impacted by reduced need and overseas inventory adjustment. Hence, growth margin and OP income margin decrease on YOY basis. NCG impacted by inventory adjustment on client side. Growth margin remained the same. OP income amount decreased due to the revenue scope decrease. IT HVA, because of the accounting treatment of top view changed to equity method from consolidated subsidiary, so the revenue decreased simultaneously. BenQ BM Holding Cayman Corporation, BBHC, which refer to the two hospital, we have submitted the listing application to main board of the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong Limited on April 3rd, and we have won Finance Asia 2 awards. One is Best Technology Company Bronze Medal and Best Investor Relations Taiwan Silver Medal. Consolidated statement of comprehensive income of the first quarter. Revenue of the first quarter, 46.9 billion compared to last year, down by 3.5 billion, down by 7%. Gross margin 16%. Operating income 0.927 billion. OP income margin down by 0.7 percentage point. This is because of the revenue scope decrease. Expense also decreased, but the scope is smaller than the revenue drop. Net non-OP income remained the same. Net income 0.395 billion. Net income attributable to Qisda 0.257 billion. EPS 0.13 NTD. On YOY basis, down by 0.03 NTD compared to 2023 fourth quarter due to the effect of Lunar New Year. The first quarter performance would be worse than the fourth quarter last year. On QOQ basis, down by 3.7 billion, down by 7%. However, operating income on QOQ basis is on an upward trend. This is due to the decrease of expense. Hence, operating income up by 60 million. Net non-OP income due to the fourth quarter enjoyed non-OP income, which does not happen in the fourth quarter. So the performance was down by 0.12 billion. EPS down by 0.09 NTD on QOQ basis. Let's take a look at consolidated balance sheet highlight. Total asset in the first quarter, 195.1 billion. Total liability accounted for 68% 4.5%, equal to 63.2 billion. Book value per share 19.55 NTD. On QQ and YOY basis, we can see that inventory level 36.6 billion. On QQ and YOY basis, continue to decrease. As to cash and equivalent, in the first quarter, cash level up by 4.2 billion. Financial debt up by more than 7 billion. This is due to the capital adjustment and arrangement. Let's take a look at financial ratios. Let's focus on the cash conversion cycle. From the fourth quarter, 97 days, down to the first quarter, 93 days, slightly decreased by 4 days. Compared to the same period last year, down by 11 days. We can see the day spent is reducing. Let's take a look at financial trend, quarterly trend. First, revenue. As we have mentioned, the first quarter would be a struggling quarter for us. Revenue reached 46.9 billion. Gross margin has reached more than 16% for 4 consecutive quarters. OP income margin has decreased for 2 consecutive quarters. That is because of the revenue scope drop. Okay, let's take a look at financial trend. First quarter on YOY basis. As a matter of fact, the first quarter growth margin compared to last year is on an upward trend. Other details, please refer to the content on this slide. Let's take a look at business group revenue trend. First, medical. The first quarter revenue 5.9 billion compared to last year's same period 5.7 billion is on an upward trend compared to the fourth quarter because hospital usually is off during Chinese New Year, so the revenue would be lower than the fourth quarter. BSG, the first quarter 7.4 billion. As we have stated, it is impacted by the inventory adjustment. NCG, also similar situation, inventory adjustment. For IT original business, this is our original business. Last year, fourth quarter, the revenue is gradually picking up. The first quarter of this year compared to last year, the same period, is also on an upward trend. We can see the IT business is slowly picking up. So in the future, we expect to see a better performance quarter by quarter. Let's take a look at financial highlights by business group. In general, on YOY basis, growth margin remained the same, with one exception, others, which is BenQ material polarizer, slightly decreased on QOQ basis, except for BSG was impacted on a downward trend. Others, growth margin remains the same. For revenue breakdown by business, please refer to the detail on slide 17. This slide, Qisda Group listed companies' result. For the first quarter, compared to the same period last year, we have been suffering. However, some subsidiaries delivered good performance, such as Concord Med and Diva in medical business group, reached highest in the same period in past years. Also, partner under BSG after Lafresh 4-in-1 begin to bring synergy and the outcome of past effort, which also hit highest in the same period in 2 years. Other performance in the first quarter are slightly decreasing compared to the same period last year. Next, let's welcome Chairman Peter to bring the business update of the first quarter and the second quarter outlook. Hello, investors and friends from press and media. Good afternoon. How fast we have entered the first quarter of 2024 investor conference. As stated in previous investor conference, we have seen clear trend of business operation in the first quarter, and we're sorry, as expected, we can see that this year revenue and profitability compared to the first quarter last year were on a slight downward trend. Revenue down by last year 50.4 billion down to this year 46.9 billion. EPS down from 0.16 NTD to this year 0.13 NTD. This is foreseeable. This is economic trend. Therefore, we have reported this trend in our previous investor conference. However, we can see that this trend is clear in the first quarter, and we hope in the future, quarter by quarter, we can see the growth. In last year's investor conference, we have also delivered this anticipation. We wish to grow quarter by quarter. Unfortunately, in the second half of last year, the revival strength was not enough. Also, the inventory adjustment impact, which lead to NCG business group suffering. Also, industrial computing and AI-related application also began to suffer in the second half of last year. As to product portfolio, business group portfolio, since the second half of last year to the first quarter of this year, you can see the trough in business operation. Starting from the second quarter this year until the second half of this year, we can foresee a better performance. The second half of this year trend has yet to be clear, as we stated in previous investor conference. As for now, we can see a much more clear trend. Some concerns remain. Industrial computer and AIoT and networking related issue should slowly pick up in the second and third quarter. And we have also stated the IT business performance has picked up since last year fourth quarter, and we have seen order to be placed. Later, GM of each business group would provide more detail regarding the first quarter performance and outlook of the second quarter. I believe we can see the trend of growth quarter by quarter. I have faith to see such trend, and also looking forward to see the better performance to reach the milestone we have set for ourselves in the past. So this is a big picture outlook on my end. And I've also seen many questions being submitted, and later we will also answer them one by one. Next, I will hand over microphone to our president and GM of each business group to bring us more detailed information regarding each business group analysis. Okay, let's welcome Joe. Hello, investors and friends from press and media. Good afternoon. I am President Joe Huang. The second quarter outlook of 2024. The overall situation our chairman has bring us detail, I will not further elaborate. Second quarter has always been the weak season for IT industry. However, commercial industry, we haven't seen a comeback. Industrial computer and networking are both under inventory adjustment. Under the circumstances, the second quarter goal of Qisda should be preparing for the second half. High value-added business group, medical, hospital operation remain optimistic, and we have applied listing application to Hong Kong Exchange and also continue to expand overseas distribution. For BSG, our team actively participate in international exhibition to connect customers with business partners and explore new business opportunity. NCG, accelerate development opportunity in emerging markets. Later, we will bring more details. As to display market performance, it has been a traditional slow season in the second quarter. The demand remained to be conservative, but we have contributed in product portfolio, and we can see a pickup in the further quarters. Other than each business group distribution, we want to focus on lean and focus, continuously optimize the organization and investment in businesses, and we will update you if there's any news. The first quarter, MetaAge increased shareholding percentage of Grandisys to include it in our balance sheet. And Grandisys focus on digital customer services. It is an important part of our BSG. It is officially our subsidiary. For future trend, we will accelerate the investment in Vietnam. We foreseen a huge change, especially at the end of this year. There's uncertainty based on the American presidency election. So we will enhance our yield in Vietnam. This is the outlook of the second quarter. Next, we will welcome GM of each business group to give us the performance of the first quarter and briefing for the second quarter outlook. Let's welcome Daniel. Hello, I am GM of IT Business Group, Daniel. I'll bring the highlight of the first quarter. Global display market sales performance remains flattish. We haven't seen strong recovery in the market. Overall sales amount should slightly grew 5% compared to the same period last year. However, Qisda display sales amount grew more than 15% compared to the same period last year. As to the second quarter outlook, second quarter is traditionally the slow season. Global demand for display remain conservative. To pursue the growth as last year same period, we will need to rely on economic rejuvenation. However, Qisda display sales amount is expected to enjoy better performance compared to the first quarter of the same period last year. Next, let's have GM of BSG, Joshua Zhen. Hello, investors and friends from press media. I am GM of BSG, Joshua Zhen. The first quarter of 2024 highlight. BSG focus on 3 smart applications. First, enterprise smart IT. As AI application and ESG continue to be discussed, we collaborate with software and cloud and increase sales in subscriptive software and application. The second part, enterprise OT, smart OT, operation tech. Industrial computer market has yet to recover, and we expect to see the comeback in the second half. We will actively prepare material for long delivery period for the better economic situation. Cybersecurity overall delivery in the first quarter remained conservative, but we can see American clients have exhausted their inventory and began to put more urgent orders. Cybersecurity server continue to mass produce, and we anticipate the contribution to grow in the second half. For smart manufacturing, we can see a reviving trend in Taiwan market, slowly alleviating in China market as the global economy remained unclear. Energy-related construction projects were mostly delayed. And the third part, smart retail, OMO online and offline, virtual and physical integration. Partner has delivered great performance. However, suffer from inflation in European and American market. The comeback situation is slower. Asia Pacific market and Southeast Asia and Japan market are gradually alleviating. And we will continue to follow the demands of end user client and provide solutions. For the second quarter, we focus on 6 major infrastructure: edge to cloud integration, cybersecurity, AI computing, green energy, smart automation, and smart transportation remain elastic demand perspective. And in the second quarter, we will accelerate BSG cross-enterprise collaboration and operation to leverage need in each BSG in each companies and generate synergic effects. Thank you, Joshua. Next, we will have GM of CIG, Yuqing Lin. Hello, everyone. I am GM of CIG, Yuqing Lin. Next, I will give you the highlight of the first quarter and outlook of the second quarter. In the first quarter, in projector performance, we have seen in January and February, client remained conservative and placed short order and rush order. And in March, we can see a strong comeback. As to industrial and commercial field, after a few quarters, they have underwent inventory adjustment. They have reached a fairly low inventory level. Customer in automotive field has come back to its demand momentum. We enjoyed 1-digit growth on YOY basis and 2-digit growth on QOQ basis. As to the outlook of the second quarter, for projector, in March this year, our client mindset has changed from conservative to having better faith. In March, they have placed orders for the entire second quarter requirement. We anticipate a 2-digit growth in the second quarter. And we also continue to collaborate with our client, hoping to win the tender. And we wish to ship at the end of the second quarter. As to new massive produced devices for industrial and commercial field, in the past, we have put effort in research and development and design and mass produce for our clients. And those models has been shipped and well received in the market. And amount of order also grows. We anticipate a 2-digit growth on QOQ basis. As to automotive field, the demand momentum we wish to maintain. Also, at the end of this year, we anticipate 2 new models, and our client has offered their forecast until the end of 2025. The entire second quarter, we have also increased our expense for expanding manufacturing for new device and testing equipment. Thank you. Next, let's have GM of Medical Business Group, Harry Yang. Hello, investors and friends from press and media. Good afternoon. I am GM of Medical Business Group, Harry Yang. I want to bring the overall medical performance in the first quarter. The first quarter compared to the same period last year grew 3%. Other than optimistic hospital performance and our listing progress, our other production line also has been performing greatly. First, medical devices continue with the fourth-quarter performance. We manufactured in India, and this year we have been manufactured in Tongming Island in China. This would greatly contribute to the centralized procure in China, and this is our overseas distribution. Second, dialysis products. After 1 year preparation, we have entered the second round of centralized procurement in China, negotiating quantity in the agreement. Other than the artificial kidney manufactured in Shanghai, also include product manufactured in Taiwan, and we anticipate the shipment in the second quarter. Other than China, we also distribute in other countries. Third, in the first quarter, we have put effort into strategic investment. We invested 100% in Nice and Caring through Golden Spirit. Nice and Caring is famous for disinfection products. Through this integration, we can integrate the product, manufacturing, and channel. I think this would bring great contribution to the overall synergy. And the fourth, Dingding Drugstore has been listed on Taipei Exchange on March 8th. And we hope through this action to continue to distribute pharmaceutical channels through rapid store deployment and seek strategic collaboration. As to the second quarter, we wish to continue the overall synergy, to enhance the synergy. We anticipate to see more partners to join us in the second quarter. Starting from the second quarter until the end of this year, we are optimistic about the medical business group performance. Thank you. Next, we will have April Huang, GM of NCG. Hello, investors. I am GM of NCG, April. Since second half of last year, we have been through inventory adjustment. In the first quarter, we haven't seen a comeback. Last year, first quarter, Alpha Network has reached the highest in single quarter performance. So we can see a huge drop on YoY basis, 34%. As to yield, since last year, we have been optimizing the yield adjustment. So the gross margin has improved 1.7%. The scope is minor, so the revenue, overall revenue, still decreased on YoY basis. However, IDT revenue and profitability grew, and EPS also reached highest in the past years. And in the second quarter, I anticipate inventory level to continue to undergo adjustment. I foresee fastest we can see a return in the fourth quarter and should be more evident in 2025. And we have been deploying new arrangement and adjustment, and we want to optimize our yield for new distribution, for new product distribution. For example, we have been talking about DOSIS 4.0 and new markets such as Southeast Asia market and India market. For these aspects, we could foresee the contribution fastest in this year fourth quarter, and these will be our future growth momentum. Okay, so we have all business group brought us the detail of their performance. Let's enter the Q&A session. We have delivered the first quarter of 2024 operation results and the second quarter outlook. Let's enter Q&A session. Okay, this is Peter. Investors and friends from press and media, let's enter Q&A session. I have seen most questions are AI and AIoT related. For this aspect, I will partially answer the question, and I will also have our new GM, Joshua, to bring more detailed reply. And also the non-operating loss, and also the progress of listing of BBHC and our capital plan. These are financial aspects. Should we have CFO to bring us some perspective? Hello, investors. I'm Jasmine. The major non-operating loss, it is inevitable for operating growth and acquirement. These are the loan that we bear from the bank. These are for interests. So mainly the loss is because of the interest. And second, for the listing progress of BenQ Hospital, the IPO progress, and the features of BenQ Hospital, I want to briefly introduce. On April 3rd, BBHC has submitted application to Hong Kong Exchange for listing. Now we're awaiting for exchange inquiry, and we will answer some question in the process, and we don't know how long would it take. Once we have any update, we will announce the information for investors to know. So we have submitted the application documents on April 3rd. You can also go to Hong Kong Exchange News website to download the documents. There are Chinese version and English version of BenQ Hospital introduction. There are hundreds of pages you can refer to. And I want to briefly introduce BenQ Hospital. We have two hospitals, Nanjing and Suzhou BenQ Hospital, at teaching center level. And they are both large general hospitals. And we haven't acquired the number in 2023. As stated, it is the largest private for-profit general hospital group in the East China region in 2022, and also ranked the first among all private for-profit general hospital group in mainland China. As to competitive strength, it is a pioneer and leader among private for-profit general hospital group in mainland China with wide brand recognition and influence. And it is also a medical, teaching, research, operation integrated private health care service platform, emphasizing both comprehensive healthcare services and medical specialties that keeps attracting talents and generating business synergies. Because they own a higher starting point backed by our world-renowned controlling shareholder, which is Qisda, as well as synergy with shareholder to safeguard our long-term growth. It has industry-leading operational compatibility and highly scalable and standardized management model that drive robust and stable profitability. Most importantly, since we have Qisda as the shareholder, it has high quality services with profound humanistic care through upholding an internationally advanced healthcare philosophy and putting patients first, resulting in better patient experience. And since it is a general hospital, it will keep emphasizing the comprehensive healthcare services and the strength in medical specialties. And it will also scale up operation of our existing hospital to expand service capabilities. And we will extend healthcare service platform through acquisitions. For the capital used in IPO, it is used to found an expansion and upgrade our existing hospitals, because BenQ hospitals still own plenty of land to expand. Through the capital of IPO, we can expand our existing hospital scope and also prepare for the potential investment and mergers and acquisitions opportunities to Southeast Asia. And based on our previous capability in smart hospital, we want to fund the upgrade of our smart hospital plan. And you can download the financial reports to know the detailed information of industry outlook, risk factor, and major stockholder and financial reports. Okay, thank you, CFO. I remember in previous investor conference, I have also mentioned that BenQ hospital operation, other than focusing business in Taiwan, we also focus on overseas operation to build a healthy system and further push to IPO. After successfully listed, we will use this model to expand BenQ hospital scope. As the entry barrier for hospital is relatively high, it is the first stop for the up and middle and downstream of medical systems. The investment in this aspect should be a strong contribution to Qisda Group's revenue and profitability. Please looking forward to the performance of our hospital operation. As to AI distribution arrangement, I will partially answer this question. And later, I will have Joshua to answer in detail. First, I have seen question regarding why we have such change of the role of GM of BSG. This is because we want to enhance the performance of Solution Group, our AIoT business group. We want to enhance the synergy of cross enterprise. We have distributed this aspect early on. We want to build an AIoT business group. And what does it mean? In short, it means smart solution. That said, we want to combine AI and IoT in artificial intelligence field, in all kinds of field, through software and solution. We want to bring intelligence into the field. To put it simply, it is smart hospital, smart school, smart store, and smart factory, and so forth. These are the hot topic that we have been pursued, and we want to deliver the effect in all field. So from the market end, we begin to deploy. So in the past year, we have acquired 30 to 40 subsidiaries under BSG. We have DFI, focus on edge computing. As to cloud, we have A-Wing. You can see the hot topic. Everyone is talking about server. We have A-Wing putting effort in this aspect. We also have OT, precise mechanism, advanced trail and bearing, and so forth, and robot arm or portable robot. We have ACE pillar working on this aspect. Then you might wonder, what about software? Software is the soul. We have to utilize AI through software to put in practice. So we have Meta Age to represent major global companies, including AI-related module and application. This is why in the past years, we have distributed in AIoT field. And all the companies should link together to pursue maximized synergy and to integrate AI into IoT in all fields to generate maximized synergy. Take smart hospital as example. Some of you ask questions regarding what is the feature of our BenQ hospital. The answer is simple. They are smart hospital. We welcome you if you ever visit China. You can take a look at our BenQ hospital. During the 3-year COVID period, we have invested lots of capitals to transform the hospital into smart hospitals. I am very confident that the level of intelligence of our hospital is definitely outstanding among other hospitals. For the smart application in our hospital is very advanced. So this is the greatest feature for us to enter hospital industry, and we hope to bring this smart experience for physicians and patients and nurses to generate the maximized synergy. So I provide my own perspective as to our organizational change. And we also hope to generate output for the smart hospital module. We welcome other hospitals to visit BenQ Hospital in China, either by module or as a whole. You might know that we work with Market Tech to establish Market Top Corporation. Joshua is also in the management team of Market Top. In the solution aspect, they have strong performance, whether in semiconductor industry or other industry, the overall solution, they deliver strong capability and efforts. They enjoy great revenue and profitability. Partially, they put effort into medical field. Through Market Top, we hope to upgrade the smart hospital overall solution to find the best region to build smart hospital, whether it's in Great China or Southeast Asia, through Market Top, combined with the channel of Qisda, we can deliver the output of our successful models. This is my reply regarding AI and smart hospital. For the smart industry plan, what is the major outlook of AI? I would have Joshua to give you the reply to the question. Thank you. Thank you for paying attention to the development of AIoT and IoT topic. Chairman has bring detailed information. I will give some more information. We will integrate inner and outer resources to put effort into 6 industries, such as smart school. We work with BenQ Corporation. Smart hospital. We work with our medical business group, whether it's in AI or equipment for smart energy. We also work with related company and smart retail and other field application. Other than industry and field application, we also have 3 system aspects. First, information technology. It covered ESG related topic. Second one, OT application technology, using smart resolution to upgrade AIoT application and to apply to edge server aspect. And we also provide industrial computer for edge. The third one is smart retail, OTO integration. This is application aspect. As to products, I have mentioned 6 major infrastructure: integration of cloud and edge, cybersecurity, AI computing, green energy, smart automation, and smart transportation, which include a dashboard for e-cars and related application. So some of our investors pay great attention to this aspect. We have wholesome 6 industry distribution and 3 major application for overall plan, and to emphasize on 6 major infrastructure. We hope through Qisda Group and domestic and overseas companies, and to apply the integration of Market Top and Market Tech, all together we can create a better future. Thank you. Okay. Some of you also ask, other than Vietnam, do we have other manufacturing sites, or do we have any plan in establishing overseas headquarters? And what is automotive product, and what is the expense rate in 2024? Let's have Joe to answer this question. According to other manufacturing sites other than Vietnam, currently we have Taiwan, China, and Vietnam as our major manufacturing sites. Other than these 3 places, in America or European country, we have smaller scale processing or assembly plants based on our clients' needs. Other than these 3 major manufacturing sites, we will also do simple assembly services. If our client delivered other requirements, we will also take into consideration and maybe expand in the future. And overseas headquarters, at the moment we don't have such plan. However, some of you might ask, what if emergency occurs? We don't have such plan at the moment. However, to ensure our capability to cope with such emergency, We have cloud solution and so forth to make sure that we maintain operation under emergency. And what is automotive usage? We have many products. We have telecom module and CPU module and module assembly put in car to control all the application. This is not the same as ADAS. This is a control center other than ADAS. And we also have monitoring module working in Japan. And we also apply optical technology of projector to manufacture other new products because it is not yet into mass production phase, so we cannot announce the progress. As to the expense rate, in 2024, the overall expense should reduce compared to last year. The decrease of operating income is more than the decrease of expense. That's why the operating income performance is not good. But the expense will continue to decrease, especially we have the help of Vietnam manufacturing sites. Okay, this is Peter. Due to limited time, I have reviewed all the questions. We have covered them all. And I want to sum up. We have seen the first quarter, whether in revenue or profitability, we have met trout. And I believe that is clearly the trout. And we expect to have better performance in the second quarter. So we will accelerate future distribution to pass through the trout and rapidly recover to our usual performance or even surpass our milestone. This is the responsibility of us as management team. We will speed up the whole process on operational management and to alleviate the impact of inventory adjustment to come back to rapid growth. Thank you very much for your support. We will persistently putting effort in bringing better performance. Thank you. So far, we have answered all the online questions. We have come to the end of today's investor conference. Thank you for participating. The first quarter of 2024 investor conference of Qisda Corporation. We will upload the audio file online later. Thank you again for your participation. You may disconnect now.